Live from Murfreesboro, it's the very first Dewdrop Jamboree. We're excited to have you all here tonight and welcome back classic country music to Murfreesboro. We know you'll enjoy tonight's performances by many of your favorite local performers, as well as some great artists making a lot of noise at I-24 at the center of country music, Nashville, Tennessee. My name is Chip Walters. I'll be your host this evening. You may know me as the voice of the Blue Raiders of Middle Tennessee, but you may not know that I've had a long association with the music scene as well. Very excited about tonight's show, so we're ready to get started. Just like another famous country music show, we're going to do ours in 30-minute segments tonight with a musical host for each. Another important part of our show is our sponsors. As you know, it costs a lot of money to put on a show like this, so we really do appreciate their help. The first portion of our show is brought to you by our good friend Debbie Matthews. Debbie can help you advertise, stage, and merchandise your property to attract top buyers. Debbie will work for you and help new buyers find the best mortgage terms and take the mystery out of buying or selling your home. Give Debbie a call at 615-275-7308 and let her help you with all your real estate needs. Our first host this evening is well known in Middle Tennessee as the leader, bass player, and lead singer of the always popular Future Band. Larry Martin has a long history of making music with his brothers and helping up-and-coming artists record their music in his recording studio right here in Murfreesboro. In the 1990s, Larry was a songwriter for Polygram, a staff writer for them, and had several of his songs recorded, one even ending up on the soundtrack of a movie. The idea for the Dewdrop Jamboree came from Larry's desire to make this wonderful music available to people in a safe, comfortable environment. So please welcome with our house band, the Dewdrops, my friend Larry Martin.
How y'all are? Good to see you. And I can't see you, but I know you're out there because I can hear you. It's good to have you here for our first Dewdrop Jamboree. We're glad to have all of you in here tonight, especially my mother back here. That's all right. You're right. She'll be 96 her next birthday. Here's one thing called the Working Man Blues, an Earl Haggard song. 1, 2, 3. Big job is getting by with 9 kids and a wife. I've been a working man dang near all my life. I've been on work. Some Monday morning I'm right back with the crew. I get a little tired that evening, sing a bit of these working men blues. It's one of mine, and I've had it around for several years, and I guess it never made it to the top. It's sold somewhere under 1 million copies. Way under. Anyway, if Ruth Baker's out there tonight, which I don't know if she is or not, this is for her. It's called The Overnight Sensation.
Song he wrote a long time ago called "Rolling in My Sweet Baby's Arms." She's from over around Shelbyville. Won't you make her welcome Miss J.J. Wright?
Sweet baby.
I've known this next fella ever since he was. It's my younger brother. He's back there somewhere getting ready to come out. I don't see him, but I know he's back there. Danny, you back there ready to go? Okay. He's gonna come out one do for you. I think it's the Fireman, an old George Strait song. This next song out to Bam Bam and all the truck drivers out there. We're gonna begin any on this. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Well, I sit on the dead road, out of Texas. The place called Hamburg. Heard that jukebox started playing a song about the truck driving man. Well, the witness
want to tell you, Mr. Martin, that this portion of our show is brought to you by Debbie Matthews. Debbie can help you advertise, stage, and merchandise your property to attract the top buyers. Debbie will work for you and help new buyers find the best mortgage terms and take the mystery out of buying or selling your home. Give Debbie a call at 615-275-7308 and let her help you with all your real estate needs. Mr. Larry, you know something? This is named the Dewdrop Jamboree. You know it will be 90 years ago, the day after Christmas this year, that Uncle Dave Macon first played on the Grand Ole Opry.
90 years.
90 years. You were around, I wasn't.
No, little known fact. My dad was in the horse business all his life and trained walking horses. And his son, Uncle Dave Macon's son, Mr. Archie Macon, was a blacksmith. So he would come out there and he'd sit on his little stool and Daddy and him ride the horses for him and he'd watch him. He said, now Charlie, you need to do this and put his shoe just like this and he'll be all right. And he was. He knew what he was talking about. That little fella was a good blacksmith. I'm going to introduce somebody to you now that he's known me ever since I was this big. He's going to come out and do a couple of Red Foley, well, at least one Red Foley song and maybe an Elvis song. Anyway, y'all make him welcome out here, would you please? This is my older brother, Joe C. Martin. Yeah! He's going to start doing something. Open the curtains on him. All right. We're going to do those closer walk, aren't we, Joe?
Closer walk, yeah.
Closer walk.
I am weak, but thou art strong.
Steve Martin right there. If y'all ever visited with Martin Shoes or Boot Village in your lifetime, you probably met him. We was in the boot business in this town for about 49 years. I'm gonna do a song right now. It's one of mine, and as far as my mother's concerned, it's the only good one I ever wrote. It's called When Your Rainbows Can't Be Confound. This one's for you, Mother.
We have a couple of great stagehands. Sage is going to be changing out our sponsor cards over there, and the lovely Miss Sadie is right here. She's going to help us out on our next segment. Well, what do you do when you have all those aches and pains that we seem to be getting the older that we get? Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, there's a new product on the market that's made right here in Rutherford County. It's called Willow Balm. Manufactured right here in Smyrna, right up the road, and quickly gaining national attention. They call it Nature's Aspirin, and it's an all-natural, topical alternative to synthetic pain relievers. You can find it locally at all Tractor Supply stores and Walgreens. They're constantly expanding into more and more markets, so if you don't find it in your favorite store, they'll ask them and they will stock it soon. Willowbalm Topical Painkiller offers a perfect mixture of white willow bark extract together with 100% pure essential oil analgesics such as lavender and geranium in a soothing jojoba base. That's Willowbalm Tropical Painkiller. We're going to give some of you an opportunity to try it and take some home with you tonight. And that's what Sadie's going to do. If I call your ticket number, kind of slip right over here to the side of the stage, and Sadie will give you a sample. 096 200 083 166 047 025 194 203 198 and 099. Those 10 folks are going to be the first lucky winners. We'll have a few more in just a bit. But we want to let you know that Willowbalm Topical Painkiller is the sponsor of the next segment of our show. Right over here where Sadie is, you can come pick up your sample. Well, our next host for the evening is a good friend of mine. Pat Jackson and I worked together for about 10 years on the MTSU football and basketball television shows. We spent a lot of time on the road together. We won't tell you a lot of those stories tonight, but he's had a lot of stories from his time on the road in the music business as well. He's been on the road with folks such as Sawyer Brown, Billy Dean, and Hank Williams Sr.'s original Drifting Cowboy Band. He recently retired after 30 years at MTSU and is back pursuing his love of music. Would you please welcome my friend, Pat Jackson.
Tired of this dirty old city. Tired of too much work. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose, set me free. Ten more, shut the pedal. I've been working every day since I was 20. I haven't got a thing to show for anything I've done. Well, there's folks who never worked and they got plenty. I think it's time guys like me had some fun. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. A big city, turn me loose, set me free. Let's hear that steel guitar. Mr. Mike Dixon on the steel guitar. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got very much. We're so happy you all came out tonight. Larry and I have been talking about doing this show for a long time. I don't think either one of us knew how hard it was going to be, did we, Larry?
Oh, I'm quitting. You get to do the next one. No, I'm kidding.
Larry and I have been friends for a long time, both being bass players. We kid each other a lot. I'll go in, he'll hire me to come in and play a session at his studio, and I start to leave, and he'll say, I'll fix all the bass stuff when you, after you leave.
No problem.
And then I'll call him and say, you know that session you did last week, if you need me to come in and fix all the bass stuff. Works every time.
Two bass players, what can you say?
We're really happy to be here, but I want to talk about Willowbaum for just a minute. These folks, my wife and I met Mike and Michelle, gosh, about a year ago, I think. And all of us, as we get a little older, have a few aches and pains, and that stuff will do the tricks. Matter of fact, I got up this morning, my back was hurting, my shoulder was hurting, and I rubbed some of that stuff. It's great. You need to try it.
We've got some, I believe, for folks tonight, too.
We do. We're giving some away already.
That's right.
But anyway, we're going to do how many George Jones fans do we have? I'm going to do an old George Jones song for you now. Well, just because I asked a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be. Just because all the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I rang her number by mistake today, great Chia. Oh, how could she ever be so foolish? Oh, where would she get such an idea? Just because I asked a friend about her, just because I think I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her bend all to pieces, she thinks I still care. Yes, she thinks I still Thank you very much. I love these old songs. As Chip was saying, I spent a year on the road with the Drifting Cowboys. I tell people I got my PhD in country music that year. I heard a lot of Hank Williams stories. Those guys, Mike and I were talking about Don Helms, who was the steel player. He used to play? Durl. Played the Durls, that's right. Dandy Don, but he was one of the funniest humans I've ever met. Well, here's a couple of people that I met not long ago, about 2 years ago, they told me. They're from, one of them's from Florida, the other one's not. He's from Norway. And it's Marianne and Tadia are going to come out. They're known as Niceville. How about giving them a big hand? Uh-oh. Oh, it's supposed to, oh, I'm sorry. That's my fault. I messed up. I can't see the thing up here. Actually, this lady I just met last night. And she's a wonderful singer. She's from Indiana originally.
She's not from Florida either, right, Pat?
No, why don't you tell them about it for me, Chip?
I was happy to do that. Judy Willis moved to Nashville from Indiana in 1999 and shortly thereafter completed an album arranged and produced by Jody Allen Sweet, a writer for Curb Records. She started singing gospel music in Indianapolis and joined her first band at the age of 19 and has continued singing ever since. She even sang the national anthem at an Indiana Pacers NBA game. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please make welcome Judy Willis.
Good evening, everybody. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been pushed down, I've been pushed round. When will I be loved? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Been out riding fences so long now. You're a hard one, but I know you got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you can hurt you somehow. Don't you try to queen of diamonds, boy, she'll beat you if she's able. The queen of hearts is always the best bet. Seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones you can't get. Desperado, oh, you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger is driving you home. And freedom, oh, freedom is some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Don't you feel it cold in the wintertime? The sky don't snow and the sun don't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. Losing all your highs and lows, ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences, open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you before it's too late. Oh.
How about Miss Judy Willis? What a voice. What a voice. Again, this portion of our show is brought to you by Willow Balm, made right here in Rutherford County, and it's called Nature's Aspirin. That's what they call it. We've got some more giveaways. Sadie's going to step right around again. She's bucking to be the next Vanna White, so she is ready to do this. Check your ticket stubs. If you have the following numbers, you've won a sample of Willow Balm. Number 032 088 181 169 073 019 180 168 036 and number 1. Whoever has ticket number 1, you also were a winner. So come on, pick up your samples of Willow Balm here and back out to the stage now. Pat Jackson.
Thanks, Chip.
Lee Tenpenny has number 1, I think.
All right, you're a winner, Lee. It'll help you.
He needs it.
You know, my wife loves that stuff. She gets up every morning and puts it on her. But I think Mike and Michelle are out there. You guys, where are you? I think they're somewhere. There they are. They're waving to us. They make some good stuff. We're so happy to have them with us. They got on board with us early on. Larry and I talked to them and said, you know, we're thinking about doing this show. And they said, boy, we're in. And so we're hoping that we can continue doing this show. We hope you'll, if you enjoy yourselves tonight, we hope you'll go out and tell all your friends. So when we do this again, we're planning on doing this in May. May 9th, aren't we, Larry? Where's Larry? Larry's gone. I think May 9th we have the theater booked again. So if you're enjoying yourselves, please tell everybody you know, because we're trying to make this a regular thing to make real country music available again. So So now I'm going to introduce some folks that I introduced earlier. I met them about 2 years ago, and we've been singing together a little bit, and they're just wonderful folks to hang out with. She's from Florida. I asked her if she was actually from Niceville. She said close. She was, I can't remember what town, but close to Niceville. And Tadia is not from, as I said, he is from a little further away. People tell him that sometimes that he's talking a little different. He just tells them he's from Alabama. So it seems to work, he said. Yeah? He said, as long as you say Roll Tide, you'll be fine. So sorry if there are UT fans. Anyway, make welcome, please, Niceville. Marianne and Tadia. Hi, Marianne. 1, 2. Yep. They'll find you. I haven't heard that song in a long time. That's a great song. Does anybody know who did that song?
Yay!
We have a winner. No, but you don't want anything for that.
It actually went #1 in the late 60s. But you weren't alive then. So.
Thank you. I was not. Oh, did I almost sound like Don Rich? John Rich, his brother? But I didn't. I wasn't playing a Telecaster, so a sparkly Telecaster at that. This is a song that was, I think, was written by Rodney Crowell. It's a wonderful song. It's called Till I Gain Control Again.
Just like the sun over the mountain. sunlight dancing on your skin. I've never gone so far wrong as for telling lies to you. What you've seen is what I've been. There is nothing that I can hide from you. You see me better than I can. Out on the road that lies before me now, there are some turns where I will spin. I only hope that you can hold me now, till I can gain control again. Like the lighthouse, you must stand alone. Landmark the sailor's journey's end. No matter what seas I've been sailing, I'll always roll your way again. Out on the road that lies before me now, there are some turns where I will spin. I only hope that you can hold me down, till I can gain control again. I only hope that you can hold me now, till I can gain control again. Thank you very much.
Mary Ann and Nadia, nice meal. We're hoping to be playing around some more here soon. We got to rehearse a bit more. We got to learn more than 2 songs, guys, I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to close my section of this show with an old Hank Williams song. Had to do it, Chip. I think y'all will remember this one.
Because the band is going to need it after the show tonight.
I need some of the samples myself.
Absolutely, but Sadie has just a few more prizes right here. If you have these numbers, come and pick them up. We'd love to see you wearing some Willowbalm gear. Number 202, 050, 103, and 015. Again, those numbers, 202, 050, 103, and 015. You won prizes from Willowbalm. One again. Lee Tenpenny wins again. He's the luckiest man in the building. So, well, our next portion of our show is brought to you by the good folks at the Slick Pig. Who likes the Slick Pig? Yeah. Larry, I can almost do my list of Roadhog brand as we talk about the Slick Pig. All right. And Slick, S-L-I-C-K-P-I-G Pig. Slick Pig over on East Main Street. Pulled pork, chicken, and of course you gotta love those smoked wings. Wednesday night is always catfish night. Ribs on Friday, and of course you can always get some of the best Brunswick stew around. So that's at the Slick Pig. Head on over for some of the best barbecue you'll ever taste. Well, our next host lives in the Normandy Lake area and performs classic country music with his band, Mike Allen and Friends. He's also performed as a solo artist in venues throughout Middle Tennessee, including the Station Inn, the Nashville Palace, and on the WSM Midnight Jamboree with artists such as Charlie Lubin, Whispering Bill Anderson, Jan Howard, Gene Shepard, and many, many others. Please welcome to the Dewdrop Jamboree stage, Mr. Mike Allen.
Thank you folks for your warm welcome. Let me get untangled here. kindness. Talking to Joe earlier, he had a favorite artist early in the day, and he was Marty Robbins. So we're going to do this one for Joe out there, guys. Well, I never felt more like singing blues. I never thought I'd ever lose your love. Why'd you do this way? I never felt more like running away. I couldn't go and I couldn't stay without you. Got me singing the blues. Well, the moving stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. Nothing left for me to do. Cry, 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 cry over you. I never felt more like crying like everything's wrong. Nothing ain't right without you. Got me singing the blues.
Mr. Mike Dixon on the steel guitar. Mr. Tim Forrest on the fiddle.
Well, the moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone, I thought was mine. Nothing left for me to do. Cry, 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 cry over you. Well, I felt more like running away. I couldn't go and I couldn't stay without you. Got to singing the blues. Oh, without you, got me singing the blues. Thank you, folks. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you, Joe. I hope you enjoyed that one. Well, we're also going to do another great old classic song. This was my favorite artist, the great Eddie Arnold. There's so many good songs by Eddie, we could do a medley, but we're going to do just this one. Randy Gower, have you got me an intro on there? Make the world go away. Hanging on my shoulder. Say the things you I hurt you, I'll make it up day by day. Just say you love me like you used to, and make the world go away. Make the world go away and get it off my shoulder. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away. Say the things you used to say and make the world go away.
Mike Doucette on the steel. Randy Gallagher doing a great job.
Thank you for your kindness. Next guest on this portion of the show, I think I get the pleasure of introducing. She's a local girl, at least I think so. I've had the great pleasure introduced by Billy Taylor to this wonderful lady, and I've spent many evenings listening to her sing, and you are in for a treat. If there's an empty seat, I may run out there. But please make welcome to the stage Miss Judy Taylor Sides. Welcome, Judy.
I know you've been doing lots of things that ain't right. You're out with a different party almost every night, and you're making me look like a crazy fool. So why do I have these doubts about leaving you? Because my heart tells me stay, but my pride tells me go. But how can I leave you when I love you so? Which way shall I turn? Well, I'd sure like to know. My heart tells me stay, but my pride tells me go. Well, I'd be so much better off to drive you from my mind and make you a memory I'd like to leave behind. But I know that these heartaches are what you put me through. So why do I have these doubts about leaving? Because my heart tells me stay, but my pride tells me go. But how can I leave you when I love you so? Which way shall I turn? Well, I'd sure like to know. My heart tells me stay, but my pride tells me go. My heart tells me stay, but my pride tells me go. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be here this evening. And it's nice to play with these great musicians. Let's give them a round of applause.
The Dewdrops.
Well, we're going to do one right now that I've been singing for a long time. It's by one of the great female country artist, and I'm glad to say that she is my friend. I worked for John Conley for about 8 years, and she lived right down the road from John, and we used to go to her house and sing and play quite a bit. And Miss Jeannie Seeley, and this was her first hit record. Your hand is like a torch, and each time you touch me, the look in your eyes pulls me apart. Don't open the door to heaven if I can't come in. Don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart. Your kiss is like a drink when I'm thirsty. Oh, I'm thirsty for you with all my heart. Don't love me, then act as though we never kissed. Don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart. Don't get big hello to my mom who's out there.
All right.
We've had sort of a rough year. My dad passed away in October, but I'm so glad that Mama is here with me tonight. So Mama,
I know the feeling.
we're gonna do you a song. I'm a ballad singer. I like those slow, sad songs that tell a story and paint a picture. And this is one by a really good friend of mine. He and Jeannie Seeley traveled together. And Jack Green, we lost him not too long ago, but what a singer and what a fantastic person. And I'd like to do his big hit, Statue of a Fool.
Folks, this portion of our program is brought to you by the good folks at Slick Pig Barbecue again. Finest ribs, wings, pulled pork, and chicken, you name it. We do have a couple of prizes from Slick Pig. Not the eating kind, but it's the wearing kind. If you'd like to come up and claim your prize right here by the side of the stage, number 040 and 085. And I think Mike has one more for us. All right, once again, Mike Allen.
Thank you, folks. We're going to dig one out here for you real quick. In the meantime, I want to thank you so much for your kindness. Thanks, Larry, for letting us be a part of this tonight. One more time for Judy Taylor Sides. So help me get tears back there, so we got to dry my tears and try to remember this song.
Mr. Mike Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a nice round of applause. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Judy. This portion of our program has been brought to you by Slick Pig Barbecue. We're just going to move on down East Main just a little bit for our next segment. Sir Pizza has been serving Middle Tennessee's community since 1965 with a pizza that has been voted by consumers as one of the best around. Today, they not only serve pizzas at their 12 locations, their expanded menu now includes wings, salads, sandwiches, and pastas. All their locations provide dine-in, pickup, or delivery service and are open 7 days a week for your convenience, and I might add, even after the show on your way home tonight. I can tell you, love Sir Pizza since the day I arrived on campus back in 1981. Please take the time and see what makes them so special with their toppings that go all the way to the edge. Our good folks at Sir Pizza. Hal and Rachel Newton are with us next. Hal and Rachel moved to Nashville in 1980 from Mobile, Alabama. Their gospel songs are soon being recorded by artists as varied as Shirley Caesar, Bobby Jones, the Archers, and the Happy Goodman family. In 1991, George Strait recorded Hal and Phil Thomas's song, Baby Your Baby, for his movie Pure Pure Country. Hal taught at FTSU's recording industry program for 14 years and co-founded the commercial songwriting concentration within that program. This year marks the 30th anniversary of his great party band known as the Mystics of Time. Tonight, he's performing with the Dewdrops. Please welcome Hal Newman.
Good evening. Checking it out. Okay, hello. All you know are all lovers, and I need something advice. If you're bad to your baby, better think twice. Love don't come easy. Love ain't blind. Got to show her you love her, morning to night. Be there for her to make things right. Make her believe till there ain't a doubt in her mind. And baby, the love is strong. Hold her and tell her you'll never do wrong. Baby, if you don't, one day your baby will be gone. Don't let her get lonely, don't make her cry. Don't take her for granted, don't tell her any lie. Bring her red roses when she's blue. Show her what you love, you'll be together as long as you live. And maybe your baby, yes, she'll marry you. Baby, love is strong. Hold her and tell her you'll never do her wrong. Baby, 'cause if you don't, one day your baby will be gone. Baby, love is strong. Hold her and tell her you'll never do her wrong. Baby, 'cause if you don't, one day your baby will be gone. My baby. Thank you. Gonna do a song now that hadn't been recorded yet, but it was written by Wood Newton and myself called Who Loves You Back? My, how the world has changed. It's moving fast. Young ones grow up before you know they're gone in the twinkle of an eye.
I'm paying you for. Go ahead.
We've had an opportunity to hear our band tonight, but we want to give an opportunity to kind of shine the light on them with a great classic with Last Date. How about that? How many of you danced the last date on your first date? Anybody out there might have done that? Thought so. Well, Aaron Vance moved to Nashville from Mooresville, Mississippi in August of 2014. Aaron's a songwriter and artist for Wendy Holler Music, and his new album, Talk of the Town, is now available. Aaron gained national attention with the Mississippi football anthem, My Dogs and My Rebels, and was featured in the CBS television special, The Best of College Football 2014. With his rich, immediately recognizable voice, Aaron Vance is poised to break in the leading edge of new traditional country music. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to our stage here in Murfreesboro, Mr. Aaron Vance.
How y'all doing? Y'all having a good time? All right then, we're gonna do a few songs that's on the album Talk of the Town. And my name is Aaron Vance.
Honky tonk train,
the country and the rock and roll. Build a head stage, out we go. Flying high, riding on a honky-tonk train. A honky-tonk train. A honky-tonk train, my Lord. Pour on the country and the rock and roll. Build a head steam and off we go. Flying high, riding on a honky-tonk train. We'll be flying high, riding on a honky-tonk train. Yeah! Thank you very much, y'all. We're gonna slow it down a little bit. We're gonna sing this song here we wrote called "My Better Half." I wrote this last year with Hal Newman and Rachel Newman, and I actually wrote it for my mom and dad for Valentine's Day last year. And to let all you women know, you are the better half of a man. So hope y'all like this song. I am a lucky man, and I've been blessed to wake up every morning with you in my bed. I never thought I'd be born one that makes me feel the way you do. Since the day we met, I've been head over heels for you. You are my shelter from the storm, my Bible on Sunday, and the breeze on my front porch. Baby, you are my one and only love, and I know it's gonna last. Baby, you're my better half. is our last song here. And I'm a preacher's son, and in my day, I've been the talk of the town, good or bad. And I know everybody here has had that time in their life where they've been the talk of the town. Had a good time, y'all. Hope y'all like it.
This portion of our program is brought to you by Sir Pizza. And speaking of Sirs, Sir Hal Newman.
All right, here we go. Boogie woogie song for you. Yeah. Well, I left Louisiana for the Jackson, Mississippi side. Honky-tonk piano with a fast slide guitar crowd. Well, I said that I was crazy when I came into the
Franklin, the Ivory here tonight. Wow, that brings to close another segment of our program tonight. The Dewdrop Jamboree here at Murfreesboro. As you all know, Larry Martin was involved, Pat Jackson, but he had to come up with a look for it, and we've been fortunate tonight. You've seen some very nice posters and with our sponsors and all that, but we had to have an image for the show. And right back here behind us, you see the big banner with the Dewdrop Jamboree logo. Young lady named Ronnie Lane, who is a senior at Blackman High School here in town, did the artwork for that. So I'm not sure if Ronnie is here tonight, but anyway, she deserves a round of applause for that, don't you think? Well, our last set tonight is brought to you by a couple of our very good sponsors who have helped make tonight's show possible. If you're thinking about redecorating your home or business, the whole place or just part of it, and if you're building a new home or business, why don't you give a call to Donna Burgess Interiors. They're a full-service interior design firm with years of experience focusing on commercial properties, but able to meet any of your interior design needs. Give Donna a call. Her number is 615, remember that area code now, 394-1272, and get her started designing the look of your new home or workspace. Our final segment is also brought to you by the good folks at Willowball. Those of you who got samples, anybody used it yet and feeling better already? Come on, somebody has, I know. Yeah, that's right. We call it nature's aspirin. For thousands of years, a treatment for pain relief and inflammation before it was isolated as the source of modern-day aspirin, Willowball topical painkiller offers a perfect mixture of white willow bark extract together with the 100% pure essential oil analgesics like lavender and geranium, along in a very soothing jojoba base. So remember, when you have those aches and pains, pick up a tube or 3 of Willow Balm at Tractor Supply stores or Walgreens stores, and if your favorite store doesn't have it, ask them to stock it right now. Well, the host for our final segment tonight is Mickey Gannon. He is our next host, and he's called the Singing Drummer by his friends. He started playing drums with his dad's country band when he was 12 years old and added singing backup vocals a few years later. Eventually becoming a lead singer, he and his sister Cindy Michaels founded the band Rockin' Country over 30 years ago, and they played all over the United States and Canada. Please make welcome to the Dewdrop Jamboree stage, Mickey Gannon.
Chip, hello everybody. What about this great band at the Dewdrop? What do you think? I gotta compliment them because I've known most of these guys since we were all teenagers, and I love each and every one of them. This is like a reunion for us. If y'all been backstage, we could write a book about each other, I think. But thank you. Do you what, Billy? I wasn't a teenager. You're right. Well, you're a teenager. No. Oh, you wasn't either. Okay. All right. We're gonna do y'all some good old country. It goes like this. Little thing called Kansas City. I gotta do this for my buddy LB Farrell. Now, here you go, LB. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna give me one. Oh yeah. Now
thank Larry and Pat for having all of us out here on the first Dewdrop Jamboree. It's an honor and a privilege.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir, it is. L.B. Farrell, where you at, buddy? There
He's
you
up
are.
there, he is.
He's the guy that got a lot of us started.
That's
ain't
right.
he?
That's right. I got my first start with L.B. Farrell.
And L.B. every time.
It's been downhill ever since.
Every time L.B., any of us sing out somewhere and we have to have the words out, we all say we went to the L.B. Farrell School of Music, right there.
And the older I get, the more real that is.
Speaking of being real, my 8-year-old granddaughter Haley's out there, and while I was getting dressed tonight, she came into the room, and I had my favorite leather, vest on that I like to, have on. And she said, "No, Papa, you got to have some bling on tonight." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, you got to have some bling on." So if y'all like my vest, y'all can thank my granddaughter Haley out there for my vest tonight. Yeah. Larry, I'm just glad she didn't pick out the song she sang, because she would have me doing "It's All About That Bass." So I love you, Haley. Thanks, baby. I love Merle Haggard on this Saturday night, so here's what I call Silver Wings. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines, and it's somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fade out of sight. Don't leave me, I cried. Well, don't take that airplane ride, 'cause you locked me out of your mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines, and it's somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. I'll play, boys. Don't y'all love steel guitar and a good country song? That's right. That's right.
It's about to get set.
Here's Mr. Lee Tippett on that guitar.
Hometown favorite right there, Mr. Lee Tippett.
Don't leave me, I cried. Well, don't take that airplane ride, 'cause you locked me out of your mind and left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines, and it's somewhere in flight. They're taking you away and leaving me lonely. Silver wings young lady. She was one of them teenagers back in the 70s when we all did the jamboree stuff.
And I work.
And you go,
This is the LB stuff he's talking about. So when you get to my age, you forget the words. I can't help it.
but this young lady's been singing harmony all night long with everybody on the stage. And I thank Miss Judy for doing that also. But ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rhonda Kay.
Good to see you, LB. You bring back a lot of memories to us. Uncle Dave Macon Day. Now I was there. I didn't perform, but I did on the second one. I think it's the second one. But all this kind of blends because, like Mickey said a while ago, we all know each other. We're every one of us connected. So when Larry called us up, we all played together anyway, so we really didn't care. We wanted to do it. Because nobody else wants us around. My husband gets tired of me. I'm not kidding you. He really gets tired of hearing me wanting to talk to the guys about music. This is one now I'm going to do by Linda Ronstadt. And I used to do it so much they call me Rhonda Lindstadt. So we're going to do Blue Bayou. Feel so bad, got a worried mind. Feel so lonesome all the time. Since my baby left me behind on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to better times on
that's been on the show tonight, kind of help us with. We're going to do a little bluegrass song right here called Rocky Top, because I couldn't do the night without that, because that was Daddy's favorite song. So we're in the key of G, boys, for a little Rocky Top. Where's my brother at? Danny Martin, where are you? Well, after we said I was on old Rocky Highway down in Tennessee, there ain't no small East Coast, no Rocky Highway, there ain't no telephone rail. That part won't grow it
Thank you folks for being here. Larry Martin, one more time. Larry Martin, if you could, before the band gets off the stage, could you introduce the band? We've had a lot of folks want to know all the band members' names, if you don't mind.
Let me tell you right real quick who everybody is over here. Mr. Lee Tiffany is on the guitar. Mr. Mike Gusett is on the steel. Mr. Tim First is on the fiddle. Mr. Mitch McElwain is on the drums. Billy Taylor is on the bass guitar. Joe Corey is on the rhythm guitar. Ray Rice is on the piano. And Doug Gatlin is on the other piano. And Greg Sides and Randy Gallagher. We appreciate the heck out of it.
All right, let's give them all one more nice round of applause. All of our performers tonight and the New Drop Band. Thank you folks for being here.